to this blue, let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC, let's have it right. Minerals FC. You got the Minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the Minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking Minerals, mate.
So have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is winning and celebrating the result at this weekend. Big up to everyone. First and foremost, guys, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. Smash to pieces that like button if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed Minerals FC, hit the subscribe button. We got the notification bell as well. Ding dong, let's have it right, all that jazz. And we got the Minerals FC membership, which is down in the description below. And I'll see how I go. I'll put it in the chat as well later on as we get through. I hope everyone's doing well. God save the King and Chels for that matter. And funny enough, since we've got His Majesty King Charles being put on the throne, guys, we've won a game. So long may that continue, guys. Big up to every single one of you. Let's see who's in here quickly, as always. Big up to Leo. Big up to you, my geezer. Big up to Mr. Minerals Medina. We got Johnny's in here. Big up to Johnny, Jamar Jones. Cursor, my geezer. Big up to Cursor. Big up to Chelsea Old Boys. My geezer, as always, he knows the deal. He knows the deal. Everyone knows the deal here on the Minerals FC. What we do and what's tradition is that we see things that they'll never see. Let's have it right. And we do see things that they'll never see. We are the Chelsea. We are the biggest club, the most elite club in London. And likewise, the owners need to realise what club they are owning at this moment in time, because they clearly don't have a clue. Let's have it right. Who else we got in here? Chelsea Dan, my member. Big up to Chelsea Dan. Big up to Top Bins. My geezer, he says, much needed 3 points. Hopefully will give us confidence boost for the Forest game. Great to hear our fans singing a national anthem, unlike those disgraceful classless dippers up the Chelsea up Minerals FC. This is what astounds me, right? They boo the national anthem. They live in England, right? But yet the media don't touch them. It's like they prop them all day long, like they're the best thing since sliced bread. It's a joke. And yet we're the ones that get targeted by the media. We're the ones that everyone comes at, campaign against Chels. But with the Dippers, oh, mate, they can boo it all day long. The only club that we know that does that. And yet they get all the props. It's disgusting by the media. Absolutely disgusting. All right? That they prop this club. This disgusting club, bro. All right, let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Big up to Devon. Big up to Wads in here. Big up to Mickey Droy Boy. We got... who else in here? Top Bins, my geezer lands it everywhere he goes. Let's have it right. Tony Tigers in here. Chelsea Lampard 123. Big up, Dougie. Hope you're doing well, Lan. Your Minerals everywhere you go, my little geezer. JP the Dog's here. We got Anthony Quino's my member. Big up to you. Big up to Neil, my geezer. He says, big up Johnny and all the Minerals Ultras. Big up to you. Big up to Super Blues, Patrick Bateman, my geezer. Who else we got in here? We got Quino. Big up to Quino. Daniel's in here. British Patriot, my geezer. He says, big up everyone in the chat. To Minerals FC. Big up to you, my geezer. Big up to Nick Smith. He's probably moaning about the Singer beer. Let's have it right. Just keep an eye on him, guys. Keep an eye on him. Maybe feed him some false hope that we're going to get rid of that disgraceful drink, bruv, at the bridge. You never know. Our luck might change. Big up to CFC Stephen. Tats in here. We got Chelsea Anorak. Big up to Redskin, my member as well. Big up to Dominic. Renelle Charles. Big up to you. Big up to Daryl. Guys, get in the chat. Let me know you are live and locked in, and I'll shout you out as always, guys. Respect to every single one of you. I know I haven't streamed for a couple of days now. I was meant to do it after the game, the day after. I've just been super busy, and I thought, you know what, Bank Holiday Monday, perfect time to do it, and we're doing it tonight. It is what it is. Let's have it right. Chelsea Lamp, my 123. London is blue and it always will be blue. Disgraceful by Nini CFC. What a wrong un saying London is red after we lost to Arsenal. What a disgrace that is. None of that, please. None of that. We don't entertain shit like that. Big up to British Patriot, my geezer. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is sort of in a happy mood. I mean, look, we got something positive to talk about. We've got something positive for once to talk about, and that is a win in the last 11 games. We've got a win. We've somehow pulled it out of the bag, and we've got a win. Let's have it right. So it's the right thing to do right now. The right thing to do right now. So we're going to celebrate that Super Frank has saved us from relegation. That's what he's gone and done, and we have to respect that. All right. He's got the 3 points. It's not a 007. James Bond in the bin, in the woods. Let's have it right. And he's got on his 7th game, he's got the win. And we are now 42 points. We are clear of relegation. We are clear by goal difference. Can you believe it? And we are out of the mud. We're out of the mud, you know, literally just about. So that is where we are right now. Big up to iTest. Big up to everyone in here, guys. The Presto as well. All you guys in here, respect everyone. So I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate with all you guys live and locked in. And we have a special one here. We've got the Dead Man Fingers live and locked in on the Minerals FC. And we're all going to have a celebratory drink now because Super Frank has saved us from relegation. Yeah. So let's drink all the haters' tears who were trying to mud us, thinking that we're going to go down. Let's drink all Bowley and Egbali's tears because let's have it right. Super Frank under Roman got us top 4 with a transfer ban, no Eden Hazard, and brought through Cobham. Yeah, brought through Cobham. Players that we got, ballers in our squad. Under Bowley and Egbali, for that matter, he saved us from relegation. And that tells you exactly what state we are in at Chelsea Football Club. All right, so let's land it, bruv. Dead Man Fingers, shout out to every single one of you live and locked in. And we're going to have a little sip now together on the Minerals FC. And that has warmed me up lovely. So we'll stick that there. Big up to every single one of you. We got 3 points. We landed it. Shout out to Conor Gallagher. Shout out to Baddy. And shout out to Joe, I can't finish my dinner, Felix, bruv. He did finish his dinner on this occasion, bruv. So big up to them too. You know what? Let's have another one. I mean, we've got to celebrate. We are out of relegation. We are landing it. We are out, and big up Super Frank. And I want to land this one. Isn't it interesting that the owners were nowhere to be seen? They're not at the game. All right. They're in there in America hiding away because the Chelsea supporters are landing Minerals everywhere we go to let them know that we cannot stand them, bruv. We cannot stand them. They've destroyed our football club. And funny enough, Super Frank all of a sudden plays a decent formation, decent team, decent setup. and we go and win the game. Isn't that interesting? No dressing room antics on that one. No dressing room antics. So we're going to land this one here. We have put them in the mud. We've put them in the mud, the owners. They probably wanted us to get relegated so that we could get that 200 million from the championship. Let's have it right. We've muddied them there. They ain't getting that 200 million, and rightly so. But it is what it is. But let's talk about the game. Listen, I'm relieved. I don't know how to react. I'm just buzzing that we have won a game, and I think it's so important to get this game. I didn't want Super Frank to go with a 007 and get bantered for the rest of his life. He's managed to dodge that one, and fair play to Super Frank. He played the right sort of setup, and at the end of the day, we got the job done. I don't think Bournemouth were that fantastic. I thought they would have played better, but they didn't. And we managed to capitalise on that. I think at 1-1 it was a little bit shaky for obvious reasons. Chile went off, injured again. So again, another injury to Chilwell. Medical department is in the mud, as we know. It's absolutely a joke. And we need to sort that out. But the first goal comes from an N'Golo Kante assist, and Conor Gallagher lands the minerals, and he breaks that deadlock of us not being able to score. And we scored that goal 1-0, header, and anticipated make the right run, and he got the goal 1-0 up, and it just lifts you a little bit of gives you a little bit of confidence to kick on in the game, and that was fantastic. You know, credit to Conor. He really does work hard. He really did try, and that's all that matters, you know. And yes, we conceded a goal. I thought the midfield didn't get tight enough, and he scored a goal that was just a blinder. I mean, Kepa's got no chance with that. His footing's all wrong anyway, but he's got no chance, and it's an equaliser. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that with the mentality after going 1-1, we didn't sort of put our heads down. We stuck at it. We kept it tight as possible. And then Super Frank makes the changes. He brings on Houdini himself, the one that disappears in every game for Chelsea, and he actually turned it on. He actually played some good balls, and it looked like we were missing that final ball, that quality ball into the box, because if you look the way we played, let's have it right, it was very basic setup, basic tactics, go down the right or left and sort of cross it in when we had Kai in there, and it's not really a very good game plan, but, you know, it was effective in the sense that, yes, we scored with Conor getting a header, and then we scored in the second half with Ziyech with a free kick, and he pinged it in, and Baddy's there to smash it home, smash and grab, 2-1, and you look like we're not going to lose this game. Bournemouth are giving us nothing, no problems, no issues, fair play. You know what I mean? Fair play. And then he brings on Felix as well. Felix comes on, Sterling comes on, and Sterling gets an assist. You know, Sterling gets an assist to Felix. Lovely finish from Felix. 3-1. Lifts up the shirt. Let's have it right. He's not staying, but he lifts up the shirt and he says, let's have it right. We're 3-1, 3 points in the bag, safe from relegation, over the 40-point mark, and we are ready to just get this fucking season over and done with. Let's just get it out of the way, because it's been a disaster, bro. It's been a disaster. But I want to talk about certain standards of supporters are in the mud, right? When they were, it was almost like they were praising Madueke as if he's had a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performance. Now, for me, Madueke was fearless. He attacked. He did well. He was ambitious, energetic, used his pace, a bit of trickery here and there. But my, his age shows. No experience. Final ball was shocking every time. Not the right decision making. But yet everyone props it because we've been starved of shocking performances for God knows what, 15, 16, 17 games, I can't remember. So, you know, we're kind of like, well, our attack's been poor, our midfield's been poor, our defence has been poor, we've been poor in every department. So when we see something of, a little bit of life in the team, it excites everyone, and they think, yeah. Well, this guy's a baller. He's a baller, but let's have it right. We're playing Bournemouth. I mean, the standards are in the mud. Mudryk again. Some moments looked a bit more friendly and a little bit more comfortable, but again, no end product. And then you have to look at the balls to Mudryk on that side were poor. Our passing wasn't that great. We did, simple passes with the certain weights on the passes weren't there. And then you're expecting, a Mudryk who's got blistering lightning pace to just expect him to get on it. And by the time he tries to get on it, he's got a defender on him anyway. So there's a lot of those moments happening, a lot of, disjointedness happening in the team. But the bottom line is we got the result, and that's all that mattered. I don't really care who plays anymore, how we play. I just need the points. And I want us to win points and win games and score goals. And we've been starved of that for a long, long time. So now we've actually received a win. We've got a win. This is a big thing for us, a massive thing, because now it just relaxes the nerves a little bit. And I honestly believe Super Frank did what he wanted in this game. I generally think that. I think he went with a team layout, a team set up. I think everyone's been on the ownership. Everyone knows that the ownership are dictating the team lineups, going in that dressing room. Well, they weren't there yesterday, and already we can reap the rewards from that and see that yes, we did try. We were doing things. We were trying to get back to basics. I'm not going to overly praise everyone. For me, Chilwell I thought was outstanding. I mean, the fact that he's playing left back. And in moments in that game, he was so far forward, he was actually going in the false nine position. People didn't clock that. But because of his elite ball IQ, because of how he knows the game should be played and how to fill out positions, because Kai was drifting, there was no one in that central position, and Mudryk was out, marked, and he was directing Mudryk. And I like that with Chilwell, some leadership, some experience. And I'm gutted that he's injured. But again, it's just an example of how important it is to have experienced players around these young players. These young players need guidance. They need to develop. They're not ready. Mudryk's not ready. Madueke's not ready. These guys are not ready. Enzo's played every single game since he signed. The guy's had a breather. He's had a chance. He's been played out of position. And everyone's, when they make the excuse for Enzo, he didn't have a very good game. Oh, yeah, but he's played out of position. Why don't we make that same excuse for Minerals Mount when he's played out of position, he's balling out? Yeah? Doesn't suit the agenda, does it? I thought so. Jog on. Let's have it right. And then you look at Kai, some nice touches, some nice hold-up play. We're just trying to do basics, but you can tell, we're not at the races. The confidence is very low, and that's the way I look at the overall game. And I think Ziyech coming on, he added some individual quality that we lacked in this specific game, but he's not consistent and he doesn't want to be at our football club. Why is he even playing? Again, you're playing players that don't want to be at Chelsea. Why are we not playing players that are going to be at Chelsea and build some chemistry with each other? That, again, makes me a little bit skeptical with what's going on. It's shop windowing. It's putting these players in the shop window. But he was a bench player. Funny enough, we haven't seen Pulisic. That's an interesting one. And then Felix comes on and he scores a goal. A nice finish. Starts a little. He was involved in the build-up, and Sterling carrying the ball, lays the assist, goal. Badiashile, we know he's got talent. We know he's a lovely player, but he needs to be under an elite gaffer. All these young players need an elite gaffer to develop them, to instill mentality, make them believe in themselves, make them understand tactics more, decision making more. We need this at Chelsea, and we haven't got that. Lamps is not that guy. He's there just as an interim. Potter ain't that geezer's jellyfish merchant. We know that. Yes, man, tax. So at the end of the day, we got over the line, and that's all that matters. That's all I want to really say in that respect. But I want to give my props to one player in particular. In fact, I'm going to have a drink for this player. Let's have it right. N'Golo Minerals Kante. N'Golo Minerals Kante. This player has to say at Chelsea Football Club. This player is elite, world class. It's almost like he's at that point now where he's match sharp, he's match fit, and he looks like a new signing. He looks like he's got a new lease of life. they say, you know, what is it? 30% of the world's covered by land. The rest is covered by N'Golo Kante. Let's have it right. N'Golo Kante, for me, when he went off, we struggled. But when he's on the pitch, you know, he's got the work rate, he destroyed. But again, the direction, the instruction to these players, you can tell it's not there, guys. You can tell it's not there. And a lot of what we rely upon is an individual brilliance when it comes to watching Chelsea. That's what I see, and I've seen for a long, long time. We rely on individual brilliance to get us through games. And, you know, Connor's working really hard. He's getting a lot of minutes, and fair play to the kid. He's had 2 goals now, but he's playing every game. So, you know, we want more. We want more of these goals. But we know that they're looking to sell him. Sterling benched. I wonder why Sterling was benched, guys. I wonder why Sterling was benched. Is it got something to do with him absolutely mudding the owners and mudding the yes man tax? Yeah, it was. He was benched for that. Respect to Raheem Sterling, bruv. Yeah, Razza landed the minerals. Yeah, he literally said it as it is, and I respect him. I will always respect him for that. In this moment in time, the fact that he said what he said, and you need a top elite gaffer, you need a gaffer that's got the final say. All right, he's saying the owners are too involved. All right, and he didn't play, but when he came on, he got an assist, and Felix scored. So respect to Raheem Sterling. He gets a lot of stick. Everyone's coming at him this season. He's been shit. 325 grand a week, 45 grand transfer fee. It doesn't matter. Everyone's been poor. The whole team's been poor. You can't pin this on the players, and that's my message. You can't do it. You just can't. You've got to look at the structure, the ownership, the way they've destroyed us, the way they're dictating and meddling in everything. You've got to look at the change of gaffers from elite gaffer to mid-table mentality gaffer. Yes, man, tax. You've got to look at interim manager Lampard coming from Everton, who are fighting relegation or looking to get relegated. You've got to question all these decisions. What do you expect the players to be like? You think the players just going to naturally land the minerals every single game? No, man. You need unity. You need tactics. You need instructions. You know, everyone remembers what Kai Havertz said about Thomas Tuchel. He instructed us, told us what to do every inch, what foot to play with, what areas to get into. When you get the ball, what do you do? And where's your teammates should be? This is what you call elite management, you know, and these players need that. You know, there's a lot of raw talent, but raw talent doesn't get you anywhere. You need it balanced with experience. If you haven't got the experience in your team, and look at Kante in the midfield, it tells you everything's light and day, bro. Light and day. N'Golo Kante, for me, is the best in his position in the world by miles. No one can touch him. No one. Every team wants an N'Golo Kante. So in the day, this guy, if we let N'Golo Kante go, especially after he's had surgery, and he looks like he's got a new lease of minerals and life, yeah, we keep this player and you give him the contract he wants and deserves. Because this guy, when he plays and you've got a proper elite gaffer and you've got proper tactics and instructions, this player is gonna work wonders for Chelsea. The balance destroyer, a player that runs for 90 plus minutes to get the ball back for his teammates, works for his teammates, give him a license, and then you mix it with an Enzo, a minerals man. And then we talk about Declan Rice. Now, people are dreaming about Declan Rice. You're absolutely dreaming if you think we're going to get Declan Rice, yeah? Especially when you lot, all you agenda merchants, want to sell Mason Mount. Where do you think Declan Rice is coming? You think Declan Rice is going to come if Mason Mount leaves? You're a long way from Starbucks, pal. Wake up. Wake up. I don't know what you're drinking or what you're smoking, what you're doing, yeah? Because clearly you're not thinking right. There's no chance. If Minerals Mount stays, you've got a chance to get N'Golo Kante if you get an elite gaffer as well. And the elite gaffer is the deciding factor of where we go as a football club and what players we're able to sign. Even though we're at the Champions League, if you've got an elite gaffer like Luis Enrique, Jose Mourinho, someone of that ilk, yeah, then you will attract the top players anyway, because it's one season you're at the Champions League and you'll strive on. You'll be out of every European competition. So therefore you're playing once a week, a few domestic cup competitions. You've got every chance to have a go and get top 4 next year, or if not, go for the title if you've got a real elite gaffer. Well, these players will come and certain players will stay. Yeah. As long as Dumpty's upstairs, yeah, or Humpty Dumpty, yeah, fell off a wall, yeah, all that, they don't get access to the dressing room. We're all good. We're all gravy, bro. Yeah, we're all gravy. But in the sense, when you have youth players, I've always said it, they're fearless, they're young, they're raw, rough diamonds, some of them. You need to nurture them. You need to instill a certain progression, a development, but also they need to be around elite players as well, because that raises their game, it raises them in training, their mentality. They aspire to hit the levels of the players that they play with. We haven't got enough of that at Chelsea. And their confidence has been shot to pieces. And I've always spoken on it. Confidence is so easy to use, and when you use it at such a young age when you've got talent, you have to be very concerned, because it's very difficult to instill that back into these players. And only a top elite gaffer will do that. Someone who is got full control has the keys to do that. And that's what we need at Chelsea Football Club. Guys, smash the piece of that like button. I hope everyone has smashed the piece of that like button. Big up to every single one of you in here. Every single one of you. I've got some super minerals to land, so let me just quickly run through those while we do that. And then we're going to move on. Big up to A, my member, landing the super mineral sticker there. Another one as well. Let me know what you want to say, Geezer. You should have put something in there. Big up to H Talk, says big up the chat, big up Johnny, smash them likes and up the Chels as always. Big up to H Talk. Go and subscribe to H Talks' channel as well. Support him, guys. Help him grow his channel to his 1,000 subs. Let's have it right. Who else we've got in here? Let me just run through. Another one from A. Geezer, let me know what you want. What are you saying, my Geezer? What are you saying, bro? I can't see. All it is just a blank message. But listen, let's get the likes up, because 65 got over 130 of you in here. He's poor, bro. He's poor. He's very, very poor. Let's land them damn minerals. Yeah. All right. So let's go through. Where do I start, man? There's so much to actually go through. But the breaking news, and let's put it up. It's better to put it up, isn't it? It's better to put it up. Let's put it up. Let's get it up. Here it is. Now, we can all take this with a pinch of salt. You know, we can all take it with a pinch of salt, but it's a very large account. Fabrice Hawkins is someone who's reported on the Fofana deal, Koulibaly deal. He's got a few things right, but I'm always skeptical with what comes out. But what I will say is this: Mourinho rejected Chelsea's advances. He could accept 2 clubs, Real Madrid and PSG. Now, I want to make it very, very clear here, guys. This is facts. This is facts. Because this gaffer is a winner, he's elite, and he knows Chelsea. He's Chelsea DNA, all right? But he's given a middle finger up to these clowns upstairs because he knows it's not Chelsea anymore. He knows. You see, when I talk about the industry as a whole, it's a very small circle, whispers galore. Everyone hears everything, and everyone knows what these owners are about. They've tarnished their reputation. Their reputation's in the mud. Let's have it right. And Jose Mourinho, he's no way coming to Chelsea on these terms. You know, it's the same as Enrique. They won't come. Middle fingers up galore. Why would they come to Chelsea? They won't. And then you talk about Nagelsmann, who publicly came out and said he's not going to entertain it. He's out there. So you're basically, you've ticked off and crossed off all the top gaffers that we would basically want at Chelsea Football Club. All right. And we're left with Pochettino. What's happening with Pochettino? You see, what I'm hearing with Pochettino is he's waiting on another job. He's waiting to see the outcome on another offer. And I wouldn't be surprised if that other offer is Tottenham Hotspur and Daniel Levy. Let's have it right. It's known. It's well documented that he wants to go back to Spurs. The Spurs players want him. They want him back. Well. What are we going to do here? We were told 10 days by Matt Laws and all these guys at Pochettino, he's going to be in the stands at the Arsenal game. It hasn't happened. All right. We're still waiting. We're saying something's going to be announced this week, or they're saying something's happening this week. How long does it take? Why is Pochettino not signing now? I think he's got cold feet. I don't think any top gaffer of even Pochettino level, he's not elite, but of his level, will still not accept the demands of these owners. And everyone has to be very, very concerned. Because like I say to everyone, it's the model and what they're instilling at our football club that is the reason that all these top elite gaffers are saying, see you later. You think Jose Mourinho will walk in and get along with these clowns upstairs? No one. Listen, they're in hiding. They're hibernating because they know they're in the mud. You know what, Bowling Egg Barley, when you pray for rain, you've got to deal with the mud as well. And there's plenty of it at the minute. And we're dashing it all over the place on Minerals FC. The mud is everywhere and you're in it. All right? You thought you knew best by making the disgraceful decisions that you did. And no one wants to talk about it. No one really wants to land the minerals on it because it winds me up every time because we're in this situation because of these clowns upstairs. No one else. Gabriel Marcotti's landing minerals. Sterling's landing minerals. Thiago Silva's landing minerals. Kai Havertz's landing minerals. All right? Jose Mourinho's landing minerals. Enrique's landing minerals. Yeah? Nagelsmann's landing minerals. Everyone's landing minerals except the owners themselves. Yeah? Everyone except the owners. All right? Why? Because they want to instill Red Bull model. They want to bring a youth system, Data FC. What elite gaffer's going to tolerate that and believe that it's actually sustainable and will work? It won't. Everyone knows. Even Drogba, shout out Chelsea. Drogba landed the elite minerals, saying, I no longer recognise my club. But yet we got Super Frank in the dugout says nothing. Props, longevity, process change. Should have won more trophies under Roman and shouldn't have changed managers. All this prop these clowns of owners, yeah, because he's in the hot seat. We've had Jellyfish Potter. We've had David Ornstein coming out, giving us all the gibberish about Potter's one of the best managers in the world. And he's got years, not months. I mean, you're all in the mud, every single one of you, yeah? All right, everyone's in the mud. And then you got Matt Law with his prop. Pochettino's not a magician. Well, Thomas Tuchel's a magician, came in. In fact, Mourinho came in and his first season landed damn minerals. He's not won out the bottle, bruv. And he went and won the Premier League title, bruv. Yeah? Went and won the Premier League title. Our first title since what, the 50s? Let's have it right. Yeah? So I don't want to hear about all this. No magician, this and that. All right? If they're elite, they'll deliver the goods and they will win. And they'll have us at the top and competing at the top. But these owners have muddied our mentality. They're not allowing that mentality to come into our football club. So therefore, what have we got to accept? We've got to accept mediocrity. Long process. We're in here for the long haul. Yeah, you're in here for 10 years, you owners, yeah, Bowling and Bowling. They're in here for 10 years to cash in. That's what they're here for. They're not here past 10 years. They're here for 10 years. They want to spend the next 5 years building up all these youth players, all these 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds that they're now going to go into that market again like January and go in and spend the money that way and sell all of our experienced players. And it's no surprise we're getting rumours now of Raheem Sterling that they want to offload him. Why? Because he landed the minerals and he said he spoke the truth. They don't like it. You're a long way from Starbucks. Get in the woods, Bowling Barley. You wrong'uns. You got no clue, man. You're hiding. Why aren't you at the games? Yeah? Come to the games. Come home and away, bro. Why don't you go to the games? Listen, do you know what they're calling Bowley Europe? Yeah? CUNT. Let's have it right. Yeah? Relentless, landing the minerals. He's toxic in the away end. He's toxic in Chelsea, in the Chelsea fan base. All right? There's a reason. Everyone cannot stand Bowley. Bowley out. Yeah? Egg Barley out. Yeah? Sort your model out. Yeah? Sort it out. Because your model is taking us all the way from the top down, way down in the mud. Yeah? And we are now out of every competition in Europe. We've got no income. We've got no European football. Our club should be in Europe every single season. We are not an Arsenal. We are not a Tottenham Hotspur. We are not a West Ham. We are Chelsea Football Club and we are elite. And you have turned an elite club into some mid-table, mediocre mentality club at the moment. And this is unacceptable at Chelsea. Yeah, it's unacceptable. Yeah. Jose Mourinho rejecting Chelsea. People go, oh, no, it's a lie. But you believe all the other reports. You believe all the other reports. What about the Yes Man reports on Graham Potter? What about them? Do you believe them ones? No, we don't believe them. Suits a certain fella, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, interesting. We don't want to believe what Sterling says. Oh, no. Yeah, Sterling's a wrong un. Shouldn't have said what he said. Why not? At least he's got the bollocks and the minerals to say the truth, because it is the truth. Yeah. People don't believe they're going in at a dressing room. Listen, you're fools. If you actually think that that's not happening, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is, yeah? It is what it is. So now we're going down the Epstein Island FC project. This is what they're sticking to. Everyone's laughing at them. Gary Neville, Carragher's rinsed them. Marcotti's rinsed them. You got Simon Johnson rinsing them. You got callers from Chels coming on Talk Sports and all that, rinsing them, mudding them. Yeah, saying they've ripped our heart out of our club. They've not only ripped the heart, they've ripped the soul. They've ripped the soul out of Chelsea Football Club. All right, we are literally dead. Yeah, we're lifeless. We're numb. All right, and it shouldn't have been like that. And everyone knows they've made the biggest mistake in football this season. By far, it's a travesty. Yeah, what you've done. And funny enough, you know, when you have an elite manager, you realise what an elite problem solver is, what a tactician he is, how he manages to get certain levels out of players that are not at that Chelsea level, really. And then you bring in mediocre gaffers, and all of a sudden everyone looks even more mediocre because the gaffer himself is mediocre. So therefore you set them standards. We're already down. Everyone's already down before you've even kicked a ball. But yeah, it's not the owner's fault, apparently. You know, they're only trying to do well. They've only invested 600 million. They've only saved our club. Oh, man. The narratives that get put out are hilarious. Honestly, you just got to laugh at it. You really do have to laugh at it. So, isn't it interesting, right? I've been propping Declan Rice, the Rolls Royce, for, 2 years now? I've been asking to get him. I want him. No, don't Rice. No, he's 100 million. No, I don't want this player. He's not good enough. We want this player. We want Shuameni. We want this guy. We want that guy. Blah, 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 blah. Now, all of a sudden, all these agenda merchants, because they hate Rice, because he's best friends with Minerals Man, and because he's English, yeah, that's the narrative. That's the real hidden agenda. But now, all of a sudden, these wrong-uns are desperate, propping Declan Rice. What a baller he is. Oh, man, what a player. Blah, blah, blah. Well done. Wake up. Wake up. Yeah? We've been crying out for this player for God knows how long. And now we're so far in the mud, we've not even got a chance on this player. This player will probably go Arsenal at this rate. So well done with all your fucking agenda. Well done. Fantastic stuff. You're in the mud again, you know, as are the ones that prop Lukaku. You know what I mean? They prop this cement boot rat and people entertaining the fact that he would come back to our club. It's a joke. It's criminal. It's a criminal offence to even have that mindset. To even have them words come out of your mouth is a disgrace. All right? This guy's not welcome. He's not what we want. We don't need him. It's done. It's finished. I don't want this guy. We don't need no more cement at Stamford Bridge, bro. They're looking to rebuild the stadium. They're going to get loads of it. They don't need this guy. Yeah? Allow it. Let's move on. But then there was propping this guy over Haaland, and you think, wow, man, people on these platforms, certain people with their ball IQ, what are they spilling out? Dribble, man. It's all dribble, these guys. And you have to be very, very careful. It's just sad, bro. Not everyone's clued on. Not everyone understands ball that way. Not everyone understands. They just look at where he's from, who he's playing for. You know what I mean? And they just bring up all these wishy-washy debates about players. But this guy's a baller. Declan Rice is a fantastic player. You know? Takes Pep Guardiola to come out and say it, and people go, oh, actually, yeah. And all of a sudden, or maybe Manchester City want to try and buy him. Do you know what I mean? Rotate with, what's his name? Rodri. You know what I mean? You just don't know. But like I say, a lot of people have shocking opinions, and opinions set narratives. And these narratives send the wrong narratives, you know what I mean, to feed into all the wrong ones and manipulate them from the fan base. And some of them are bought, so therefore, you know, they're told to push these certain narratives. Do you know what I mean? To have it right. And then they prop Aubameyang. Oh, you don't play Aubameyang. Why don't you play Aubameyang? This guy's an Arsenal player, all right? He doesn't want to be at Chelsea. He hasn't been wanting to be here since day one, really. He was forced out by Barcelona. You know, we've gone in and panic bought. He's been forced to not be played, not in the Champions League because he's on paper play, and apparently he's a Tuchel player because he's played with Tuchel in the past. But yeah, everyone's propping this guy, and then this guy comes out publicly on TikTok and says, I want to move Barcelona. I don't want to be at Chelsea anymore. And these guys keep propping this guy to play. We need a striker, we need a striker. But Kai Havertz's agenda, we'll land it on Kai Havertz. We don't want Kai to play. Bench him. We'll play fucking Aubameyang, a rat at our football club, a guy that doesn't want to be at our football club. And these guys wishy-washy with their narratives. You know, it's poor, man. Where are we going? The fan base is in a mess. It's a circus in itself. People don't know what to think anymore. You know, you have to really question people and what they say, man. You know, there's a reason why this fraud doesn't play, because he's not good enough. Yeah, and he doesn't want to be at Chelsea. So don't play him. I don't want him played. He shouldn't have even played the Arsenal game. What are you playing in the Arsenal game? And what are we hearing? What are we hearing as well, guys? We're hearing. Oh, man, honestly, this is just long, man. Yeah. We're hearing Napoli and the Juventus have expressed interest in signing Chelsea winger Christian Pulisic. Listen, we'll all chip in, guys, and we'll pay for his Ryanair straight to the airport and to those two clubs, whichever club it is. Get him out of my club. Well, we're told, hold on a minute. Weren't we told something? Weren't we told that Pochettino is one of the number one players he wants to keep and build a team around? But apparently now there's links that these teams want Pulisic. What's happening? What's going on? Why are we even talking about transfers and links when we haven't even got a gaffer in place? What's going on? What's going on? Apparently it's a done deal. Pochettino's coming. Is it really? Is it a done deal? Is it done? It's not so done to me. Yeah. What? Why so long for the announcement? I don't even want this guy. I want Enrique. I want top minerals, elite. I don't want a fucking bottle job. I want a top gaffer. Yeah. So we're hearing all these links to DMs, Declan Rice, Lavias, and all these guys, all these unknown other players with DMs. And we haven't even got a gaffer. So guys, don't buy into it. Don't listen to this nonsense narrative. It's all there to take your mindset away from the ownership. Yeah? Because the ownership are in the mud. All right? And they need to change their model. They have to change their model. Do you understand what I'm saying? If they don't change that model, we are finished. All right? I don't care whether you bring a Pochettino or not. We're finished. All right? And people don't understand the severity of the model. The model dictates where we go as a football club. All right? Everyone heard Bowley contradict himself like a clown that he is with everything he said at his lovely little conference meeting, yeah? Everyone heard that. You can go and read what he said. It's clear as day. On my last stream, we dissected him, mudded him completely, all right? The guy ain't got a clue what he's doing. None of them know what they're doing. It's a great market. Oh, there's this market, that market. There's markets everywhere. Oh, well done, mate. Well done. Ain't you a bright spark? There's markets, yeah? There's markets. What markets are you in? What is it? Childline market? What the fuck is it? What are we in? What market are we in? Epstein FC? What? It's all we're seeing at the minute. That's all we're getting linked to. All right, we're going to get some unknown gaffer now. What if Pochettino turns us down? I hope he does. I actually do. I hope he says, see you later. I really do. And I think it can happen. And then people they're gonna panic now. They're gonna go, what's going on? Why is Pochettino rejecting us as well? Oh, I don't believe Jose Mourinho. We don't want him. He's old. He's this, that. No. Listen, they want to bring in an elite gaffer and manipulate them and control them. But every elite gaffer is telling them, see you later. Why? Because they think by bringing an elite gaffer and controlling them, it cons us as supporters while we think the model changes. No. They use them as a face. No one wants to accept them going in that dressing room. Rightly so. Stay out of the dressing room. Yeah? Stay out of team lineups. Stay out of transfer negotiations. You've got directors of football. We've got 4 directors there. Or let's go 3. We've got 3 directors there that all have roles. Globally, whatever. Yeah? Let them do their job. Let them do their job. Let them use their experience and their professional experience and knowledge about the game. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. Big up Tate Story says, I'm hearing people say top 4 is the aim next season for Poch. We should be in a fucking title charge. 600 million spent and more to come. What is this shit? This is the thing, right? We're playing 1 game a week next season. I expect us to be right up for a title charge. Forget top 4. Top 4 is the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. What's your excuse? There's no excuse. But you see, the owners have basically shrunk that winning mentality in every supporter's minds, or majority anyway. Not us on here. We know what we want. Yeah. And in the eye of the fan, Bowley says, the support's very demanding. Damn right, we're demanding. We had a goat in Roman, and he was a winner, and everything he did was to win. You lot, everything you're doing is not to win, is to give the illusion to win, but it's actually to make money and be profitable so that we can sell the club in the future. Bosh, let's have it right up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. We land everywhere we go. And that's the facts of the matter. That's the facts of the matter. Yeah, that is what it is. That is what it is. Yeah, you can't go beyond it. Let's play this anyway. Let me see if it's got sound though. Oh, it's in French, is it? It's in French. I don't know if it's got subtitles.
Parce que t'as joué au Barça, t'as joué Arsenal, hein? Toi, tu penses quoi? Tu penses. Mais ton club de cœur, là en ce moment, pour toi, c'est quoi? J'ai pas. Moi, je t'aurais bien au Barça, moi, je te.
Barcelona,
Barça.
There you go.
Yeah. Ok. C'est pas mal, Barça, en vrai de vrai.
He wants to go Barcelona, guys. He wants to go Barcelona. That's where he wants to go. Yeah. Bowley confirms in a TikTok video that he wants to leave Chelsea and return to Barca. And yet we've got Muppets in our fan base that are demanding this player to play. Shut up, bruv. All right. Let's talk about Minerals Mount here. Emmanuel Petit comes out. Emmanuel Petit comes out. Chelsea should try their best to keep Mount. I know he's been linked with some big clubs, but taken away this season, he has been remarkable and he's grown up with the club. He was developing into a brilliant midfield player with goals and assists. Petit, he says, I think this year has been a transition year for Chelsea, so don't put everything in a rubbish bin. He's one of the last English players in the dressing room, which is very important for the fans. Chelsea should not make a stupid decision to sell Mount. He should stay. That's Emmanuel Petit, guys. All right. Another, ex-Arsenal player, Paul Merson's come out and said it. Other players in the game, other pundits in the game, everyone's coming out saying the same stuff. But apparently, no, he's not Chelsea level. We should get rid of him, bro. Apparently. Yeah, apparently. We should get rid of him. Now, everyone heard Gab Shite, yeah, the guy that speaks dribble, coming at Mason Mount, saying 27 goals in 129 appearances. Come on, let's be honest, he's not fantastic. The stats show he's an okay player. Explains why he thinks Mount is nothing more than an okay player. He doesn't deserve his wages of 250 plus. Well, let's put Gab Shite in the mud. How about your stats, fella? Where are you? Woo! Yeah, 322 appearances, 74 goals, 34 assists. Mason Mount playing out of position, who's not a striker, attacker. He's a midfielder. 129 appearances, 27 goals, 22 assists. And by the way, Gabby Bonglahor, gobshite, yeah, put your Champions League medal, Super Cup medal, Club World Cup medal on the table. Tell me if you're the only English player to score and assist in a quarterfinal, semi-final, final Champions League, because you're not, fella. So stop talking shite on talk shite. Yeah, stop it. What are you bringing up Mason Mount? He's out. He's had surgery. He's out. He's not even playing. What are you bringing him up? Bowley agenda. Let's have it right. Doesn't know what he's talking about. But I want to big up one of the proper Chelsea supporters. Yeah, I want to big him up because he went travelling back from the game. Big up to Ryan. Yeah, he landed the damn minerals. Yeah, on Talk Sport, and we're gonna play that now. I want everyone to understand something here. This is how you talk. This is. I mean, someone thought it was me talking. It was brilliant, but let's have it right. Let's land the damn minerals. Let's play this.
All right, Rice.
Good evening, Ryan.
Yeah, mate, you all right?
Yeah,
how's it going? You all right?
Yeah, good,
You're right,
Ryan.
mate.
Look, we've been having this discussion about Deadwood at Chelsea, and Mason Mount's come up, and look, we all agree he's not Deadwood at Chelsea, but does he deserve a 250 grand contract and to stay at Chelsea? Would you give him it?
Yeah, of course he does. I think Gabby's talking nonsense, to be fair.
I mean, go on,
Fair enough,
go on, ask. Why? Why does he deserve it?
But we can all agree that everyone's been poor this season. We're on the way back from Bournemouth now, and we weren't great today.
Yeah.
But Mason Mount's been back-to-back player of the seasons for Chelsea. Key performances against Madrid in the run to the final.
Yeah.
Assist in the Champions League final.
Yep.
No one's been good this season, and to then slate around and say he's not worth the money, I just think it's nonsense.
Well, why has he not got the contract then?
Exactly.
Nobody knows. It could be Mason, it could be the club. But if it is the club, I think Bowley's going the wrong way about it.
So just give him what he wants, yeah?
100%. Bowley got rid of Tuchel, wrong decision. Went against the fans. Bowley's made some shocking signings this year. The divide between the board and the fans is becoming more and more evident every away game.
He's just got there.
Yes, but you can tell that you go into Chelsea away and it's toxic. And I guess that comes with results. But the divide between Chelsea and the board is as far as it's ever been.
So, Ryan, you're saying that Todd Bowley should say, no problem, Mason Mount. You know, $250 a week. You deserve it, mate. There you go.
100%. Without a shadow of a doubt.
No problem, mate.
Okay.
Your opinion? Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, Rice, I really appreciate you phoning in.
Big up Ryan Duckett, mate. Legend. Landed it. Minerals landed. You know, these are facts here. Facts. He's already stating it's toxic between the supporters and the ownership. Bowley's in the mud. He's gone against us supporters by sacking Thomas Tuchel. Let's have it right, yeah? Listen, when you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud. And we're throwing all that mud at Bowley right now, yeah? The UK government, standard, picked these owners, the campaign against Chelsea. Let me just bring this up to remind everyone about Wise. Yeah, he was driven by Chelsea by lack of respect for Roman. All right? I want you to all drink their minerals in. Every single one of you. And understand Ekbali coming at Roman Abramovich and the way that it was handled. And then there's no data and all this nonsense. But we went and won the lot. So you can't say jack. Yeah? Let's have it right. Can't say nothing. You're in the mud. You take us from top 3 all the way down to 12th, 10th, whatever we are now, 11th. We've gone up a spot. We've gone through 3 gaffers, include Bruno Mars' 4. In one season, you spent 600 million. Tell me, whose fault is it? You cannot blame the players. To an extent, you can't even blame the gaffers. They're not allowed to manage. They're not allowed to be in charge. So there we are. We're in the mud. It is what it is, you know. But it's clear as day. The divide is there. It's toxic. The true supporters know what's happening. They know it, and they're not going to stand for it. So we have to keep moving. We have to keep pushing it. We have to keep landing the damn minerals on these clowns upstairs because they will not change. So why the hell should we change the way we feel? the way we've been treated, the way that you've destroyed our football club. What, you think we're just going to lay down and just sit back and chill and go, oh, well done, we won a game against Bournemouth, we're at relegation, fantastic. No, mate, this is only the start, yeah? Go and get us that elite gaffer and we can have a conversation and we can understand what the real ambition is and what the real intent is. But right now, there's no ambition. The ambition is to be a development FC, to use a data model. We haven't even got an actual director of football. We haven't got a Peter Kenyon or a Michael Edwards. Who's playing that role, bruv? It ain't Christopher Vell. It ain't Paul Winstanley. It ain't Lawrence Stewart. That's not their titles. So who's playing that role? It's called Todd Lasso Bowley. That's who's playing that role. Yeah? So, we're in a real predicament right now. We're in a real predicament. The owners have got, I don't want to hear any excuses, all right? Because right now, they have got every opportunity to change the direction and do what's right at our football club. Yeah? They've got every opportunity to do that now. If they refuse to do that, I will never stop until we are winning and winning and winning. It's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. Stripping us of our DNA. Players don't want to be there. I told you Sterling will get sold. I've been saying it for months. He'll be sold. Koulibaly they want to get rid of, but he's on high wages. They want to sell Connor, Trev Baresi. They want to sell Mason Mount. It's the same fucking narratives. It's the same agenda, the same targets. This is what they want to do at our club. And everyone's sitting back going, yeah. They're going to change. Bring us Poch. We'll be all right. Why? Why are you accepting Poch? If we were in a decent position, would everyone be looking at Pochettino to come in and manage us? No. You'd want the best of the best. You'd be saying, I want Hansi Flick. I want Jose Mourinho. I want Enrique. I want this type. Oh, look at Zidane. Someone who's won everything. You look at the best of the best. All right? No. Everyone's accepting the best of the best to be Pochettino. That's where the bar's been so lowered that people are just like, yeah, I'm going to accept that. Cool. That's where we are now. No one's going to come to us. Who wants to come to Chelsea? What are you joking? We are Chelsea. They don't want to come to Chelsea because of who's running Chelsea. It's not because of who we are. It's not because of our club and our stature and what we won and our heritage. That's not why they don't want to come. They want that. They don't want to come because of the owners and the way they're running our club and the fact that they're clowns. And everyone in the industry knows this. So what's the deal? What's the crack? Where do we go from here? It's the same old narrative. And they've manipulated the supporters into accepting a Pochettino, an ex-Spurs manager, a manager that hasn't won anything in the Premier League, a manager that's gone to PSG, where everyone wins at PSG, best team in the league. And it's like, we would never be looking at this guy. And then they put him with Vincent Kompany and Angie, and you think, oh, yeah, no, definitely Pochettino's the best out of them lot because they're the ones on the list. Well, who put that list together? Who made that list? They did. What, you think they turned down Enrique Nagelsmann Marino? You think they turned them down, yeah? Mate, you got so much to learn, so much to understand. Don't be a byproduct of the brown envelopes. Don't be it. Just don't get. Why are you getting sucked in, man? Why are you getting sucked in? We are now set back years. I've said it. There's no excuse next year. There's no excuse. Whatever manager comes in, top four is the bare minimum. Bare minimum. And when you bring in an elite gaffer, the bar raises even higher because you know that he's going to get the best out of some of the mediocre players. the young players, but he's also going to get the top levels out of the big players, the ones with experience, the ones that can win you titles and get you over the line, which is what sets the bar right. You know, that's the benchmark. That's where we should be, and everyone follows suit, and the gaffer dictates, and he guides, and he manages, and he gives instructions, and he has the backing, and he has control, and you feel that you're part of a family, and it's united, and the supporters become united and build a connection. All of this, the ownership took from us. They took Thomas Tuchel from us. Therefore, they've gone against the supporters. And there's supporters out there that are fucking accepting this nonsense. All right? I'm sorry. I'm not accepting it. At absolutely no circumstance do I accept it. There is so many fuck-ups that they've made since they've come in. There is nothing positive to speak about. Nothing. Zilch. Nothing. And don't bring me up, oh, yeah, we brought Enzo, we brought this player. Yeah, great, well done. Look at the whole condition of the club. Look at the structure. Look at the vision, the ideology. They're where they want to take us. That's what I'm talking about. You can still be in a process and win, all right? You can still be in a process and win. People are so weak-minded. And it's got to stop. We were never like this. We were animals. We were relentless. You know? He says, what would it take for you to forgive Bowley? I want the model changed. I want a Luis Enrique. I want the best of the best. I want someone I can build a project with. I want someone that's won every trophy that can be won and come to our beautiful league and our beautiful club and be given control and build a brand of football, a type of mentality. I want him to build our core as it should be. Build the core. Go and get your world class. We're talking about Onana, this goalkeeper, very controversial off the pitch. But yeah, he's not bad. But is he like elite of elite? You know, how many elite goalkeepers are available anyway? You know, you look at Oblak, I think he's very good, top level, so experienced. I would love to have someone like that there. Onana, yeah, good at playing at the back, good shot stopper, big guy. But he's a bit of a you need a headstrong gaffer to deal with players like that. Then you need a replacement Thiago Silva. He's hitting 40 years old. He can't play every game. We need to replace of that level, of that quality. Not Badashiles Fafanas that are young. We need a general. Koulibaly ain't it, all right? And then we need a DM. We need a Declan Rice. We need a proper DM with experience that can make the transition for our new players and our manager easier by having a DM that's from the Premier League, that's got Premier League experience. He's got, he's come up to 200 games in the Premier League. You know what I mean? At his young age. And he's doing it in Europe. He's played amazing against United. You know, he's a Minerals general. We need someone like that. And then you keep Mason Mount. You keep your Reece James, your Trev Baresi, these young Cobham players that are part of our DNA and our image and what we stand for. And we build it with an Enzo. You bring in, you know, proper players, man. You know, go and get a proper striker. Go and get top players. If you don't do this, then what's your ambition? What, you think buying a whole bunch of kids for your core is going to get us up there in top four? You're a long way from Starbucks. You know, you look at like Madueke and Mudryk, for example, right? Their end product, their decision-making, their experience is not there. What, you think it's miraculously going to be better with a Pochettino next season? Oh, come on, bruv. You need time. We ain't got time. You don't get time in the Premier League. That's why you balance it with experience and youth. That's the whole point. Mob, was it Mob Saint says Bowley once spoken about relegation in an interview and was casual about it as if it's a good thing. Exactly, because you get 200 million for it. What, you think they don't know that? Of course they know that. And then everyone's absolutely forced to sell all our top players because they won't be in Championship, and we'll buy all these young players. But where are you getting these young players from? Why they want to play in the Premier League, not Championship? Listen, they're clueless, mate. Clueless. Absolutely clueless, guys. Listen, everyone's like, oh, yeah, Chelsea, you know, they'll be up there. They've got loads of money to spend. But it's deeper than that. You know, rival supporters don't understand. They don't see it the way we see it. Even the Chelsea supporters or other platforms, they haven't got a clue. They don't see it how we see it. They don't understand. They can't foresee. Well, what I know. That's not their fault, I guess. But at the same time, you have to understand what's happening. You can play dot to dot, mate. Connect all the dots that's happening this season, and you can tell it's all a recipe for disaster. And it's not a good look on the ownership. And the ownership look like clowns. Everyone's calling them a clown in a circus because that's what they are. And I'm tired of repeating it. You know, they're the types going win a Carabao Cup and stand there and go in the dressing. Well done, guys. Fucking hell, where the bollocks? No, Carabao Cup. Give me a break. Yeah, give me a break. Exactly, Texas Blue. Right now, it doesn't matter. All right. Because what they want to do is buy the young players. They want to make money on these players. So when it is 10 years' time and they've built the stadium and the training ground, etc., they will be making their profit then. That's why they say we believe in this project. We're going to stick with this project because the project is to make money. It's not about winning trophies, guys. It's not about being dominant like Manchester City. That's not the ambition. The owners at Manchester City have got so much money, they don't care about profit. They're there to just be dominant and make Manchester City want to beg. They want to compete with Manchester United, Real Madrid. That's the levels I want at Chelsea. That's what we should be. But this ownership do not have that mentality. So the sooner that you wake up and drink in the damn minerals and understand that that's what they are and that's who they are and they're worse than the Glazers, yeah, let's have it right. And they've been left 1.5 billion debt free. That's when you know and you understand that we are not the same elite club mentality anymore. Facts. Let's have it right. Don't be a long way from Starbucks. There's no bangers and mash waffle, no onions, no gravy, lumpy odd mash, all that jazz. There's none of that here, bruv. None of that. Listen, Jurgen Klopp, the veneer merchant, yeah? He's in the mud. The guy took 4 years to win a trophy. He's had all the time in the world. He's got FSG doing Data FC, all right? And he's won, and he's been there just near for a little bit with Pep. That's it. Where are they now? Where are Liverpool now? They're looking barely. They'll be lucky to see light at the end of the tunnel to get top four. Klopp ain't got nothing to say. Klopp is jealous of Chelsea because we've always been a club that can spend and he can't spend. But stop bitching and whining, you dipper. Ain't got no minerals, yeah? Klopp, yeah? Wait for him to cry in the summer when he doesn't get what he wants and see what happens, yeah? This guy will leave Liverpool, mate. He'll leave. He'll wait for that next job and he'll leave. Listen, I can try and be as positive as possible, but unfortunately, I am seeing nothing that's going to make me positive. I haven't seen anything. It's the owners that it's all in their court. Everything's in their court. I'm sitting back, chilling and waiting. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting to see where it's going. I'm waiting to see what decisions get made. I'm waiting to see what gaffer comes in. I'm waiting for all these things. I'm waiting. You know, that's it. What more can we do? What's there to be positive about, really, in essence? Look at the season we've had. Oh, it's a blip. Everyone thinks it's a blip. Simon Jordan going, yeah, we're going to go up there and challenge and be up there to win the Premier League. What are you on, bruv? What are you drinking? What are you smoking? We want some of that because it ain't happening. Listen, you say Chelsea were never going to get relegated. We were barely. We haven't won in what? How many games? 11 games we haven't won. We've lost seven on the bounce, including Potter and Frank Lampard 6. So yeah, we could have got relegated. CFC Stephen, I don't think so, bruv. I don't think so, bruv. It's not happening, mate. Listen, whatever gaffer comes in, all right, any top elite gaffer who's going to have a say, and he's actually going to be given the keys, because we're waiting till we see that, they will all want Mason Mount. It's no surprise. Every elite manager wants him at every big club. So why the fuck does Boney not? And Igbali? Why? Because they want to cash in on him. It's as simple as that. It's all about the money. It's not about football. It's not about being the best team. It's not about style of play. It's not about having a build a great team to dominate for success for the next 10 years. It's all about the money. All right? Don't shoot the messenger. Don't hate on me. Don't have an agenda on me because of what I'm saying. It is what it is. Yeah? Listen, Potter, he could have worked if he was backed and if he was given control, but he wasn't. So therefore, he's a jellyfish. When you've got other people behind you, instructing you what to do, dictating you, that don't have a Scooby about football, that's only going to end in disaster, and it has. And that's why we are where we are. I actually think that this game, Frank had a bit more power in this game, and we ended up winning the game. Isn't that interesting? And we actually started to look like, I actually saw some sort of patterns of play for the first time in God knows how long. So there might be a reason for that. Funny that. Maybe it's because they were away, we were away, and they couldn't get in that dressing room. They were out of the country. Maybe that's the way it worked. Everton beat Brighton 5-1. You're joking. You're joking. See what I mean? Brightonised. We've been made worse than Brighton. We've actually been turned into worse than Brighton, bruv. It's shocking, mate. It really is shocking. So anyway, it is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. Smash the piece that like button, guys. Smash the piece that like button. People were pushing this whole Chelsea go and get Neymar, go and get Messi. Yeah. Oh, mate. You are dreaming, bruv. Again, another tweet coming out. Incoming Chelsea head coach Pochettino is targeting a new spine for his team this summer. He's identified a new goalkeeper, central midfielder, and a number 9 as the 3 positions he would ideally look to strengthen. He also wants a long-term central midfield partner for club record signing Enzo Fernandez. Listen, it's no coincidence that you're hearing everything that Chelsea supporters and what we've been saying on the Minerals FC. It's common sense, right? But they've branded it and associated it with Pochettino. But Pochettino hasn't agreed to us. So what do you know about Pochettino? Why are you leaking information about what Pochettino wants? All right? What for? If he's not signed the contract, if he's not a done deal. It's all out there. Everything's out there, and I don't like it. It's been like that ever since these clown owners have stepped foot on our football club. All right, the footprint. When you talk about footprint, it's all over the shop. Yeah, it's all over the shop. I find it hilarious that they keep bringing up Pochettino and the spine. Oh man, Chelsea are set to give a proposal for Sadio Mane. Another transfer rumor. Because oh man, it just drives me nuts. What are you looking at transfers when we ain't even got the manager? Again, proves my point. Scattergun FC, big up Wads. You landed it, bruv. That's exactly what it is, scattergun. Everyone's played COD and you're not very good at aiming, so you just go everywhere, didn't you? You spray it all over the gaff. This is the problem. It's the problem we got now. This is our policy. It's our transfer policy. You know what I mean? That's what we're struggling with at the minute. Yeah, big up to Ashley Mad Blue. He got it right. He said we'd win. He said we'd win. He said we'd win against Bournemouth, and he was right. We're in a Twitter space, and he said it. But fair dues to Ashley Mad Blue. Big up to the geezer for landing it and having a bit of confidence. But it was due. I mean, look, seven losses on the bounce. I've never witnessed that. I've never witnessed a form like that with Chelsea, especially with the talented squad we got. But yeah, something's not right. Something's happening behind the scenes. But yeah, you're right. Everything's guesswork journalism. Everything's like they're pushing out narratives. They're trying to test the waters. They're trying to get a feel as to what the supporters will accept, what they won't accept. And people accepting Pochettino, which is poor. All right. We should be at the top level, mate. We should be looking at that top level gaffer and build with him. Why start a process with one manager, get rid of him in 3 years, and again get an elite gaffer in after that, when the elite gaffer's still going to say, I want this and I want that? Why don't you start with that elite gaffer who's got the winning mentality, the experience, the know-how, give him the control so he can start us off from the get-go and build a project and dominate. Their project doesn't allow it. Their project is about youth. And we haven't been linked to any experienced players, but now they're throwing in the Sadio Mane. Listen, Mane, bruv, what, you think he's going to come to the Premiership after being at Liverpool competing and come to Chelsea, who are being run by clowns? Come on, man. What's going on? Why are people so gullible? Anyway, I'm not going to entertain that. We move on. We move on. And also doesn't fit their whole project anyway. So I don't see why we would be going for someone like that. Link to Zaha. I mean, I wouldn't even entertain that. It's a joke. CF role next season. Havertz and Kunku, Felix. How will it work, Johnny? It won't. Felix, there's rumours Felix. Apparently, we're not going to be signing him on a permanent deal. Well, we know that. We can't get Felix on a permanent deal because you can't afford it because of financial fair play. You got other areas to address. You need to get the DM, striker, goalkeeper, central defender. You need a spine, mate. You need a spine. If you haven't got the spine, forget it. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to compete. Listen, Sergeant Musa, I would love it if when the war's over and Roman to come back and buy our football club. I will love it. But the UK government won't allow it. I want him to take everyone to court. I want him to sue everyone. I want him to sue Bowling Egg Barley for all the bullshit lies that they put out about what Roman said and all this. All right. Oh, yeah, that Roman was going to do what they were doing. Bullshit. The only thing that's true is that he was looking at a stadium rebuild. Everything else, waffle. You think he's going to build a Red Bull model? Do you think he's going to build a youth FC? You think he's going to go and buy all young talent and play him in the first team? No, mate. Roman was elite, bruv. Roman wanted to win straight away. That's nonsense. Bullshit narrative. All right. Hopefully he goes and sues the UK government. He does everyone in. I hope he does. I'm waiting for that day. And don't think that Roman won't come back and he'll land it. I tell you, he will land it. He will go out there, out of the blue. You'll see it reported everywhere, and everyone's going to have lawsuits going all over the gaff. All right. Everywhere. It's going to be mental. Mickey Joyboy, big up to Mickey Joyboy. Says owners want another jellyfish. Let's have it right. We know this, Mickey. We know it. It's clear as day. It's clear as day. You know, Pochettino, like I say, he'll come out and say, you're not allowed this, you're not allowed that. I don't want you in the dressing room with this, that. I will know either way, bruv. We'll all find out. People find out these things. Yeah, we'll find out. The moment them clowns step in the dressing room, it's over. Respect gone. Players lose respect. Your authority's undermined. It's gone. You ain't challenging for now. It's happened to Super Frank. It's happened to Jellyfish Potter. It's happened to Bruno Mars. It didn't happen to Tuchel, and Tuchel got sacked. There you go. It's chalk and cheese. So we are where we are, guys. We are where we are. We are where we are, and we have to land it, guys. Every single one of us have to land it. So, everyone's twerking for Ivan Toney. We hear about that. Yeah, not a bad player, but again, you know, no Champions League experience. Another player that you need to develop and build that experience with. I want players to come to Chelsea that have got that experience. And now you're out of the Champions League. The only way you're pulling top players being out of the Champions League is by having an elite gaffer, a clear direction, and you're buying with intent, with the ambition to be there the season after. Otherwise, they ain't coming, because they will come to Chelsea because we're a big club, we're an elite club, and the heritage. But these ownership, they won't come for the ownership. It's the ownership that are killing us, and that's the bottom line. That's the facts of the matter. That's the facts. You know, they're running 109 likes, guys. Let's get 150 likes at a minimum, guys. Bank holiday Monday. Let's have it right. And also, I forgot to land the damn minerals. There we go, man. We got their heads on silver platters, bruv. We've got the Don Roman, we've got the minerals man, we've got José there, got Enrique in the back, and we're landing it, bruv. We are landing it. Let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. We won't stop. We will continue to bury these owners, the clowns that they are, the jokers that they are. Yeah, let's have it right. Let's have it right. We land it everywhere we go. Big up to Redskin, my geezer. Let me just run through. There might be some super minerals that have been landed. Big up to A. Landed another super minerals. Big up to you, my geezer. Let me just run through. I don't want to forget them. Let me just run through, guys. Big up the chat, every single one of you in here. Exactly, Mickey Droid boy. That's all we feel, guys. This is we don't want to hear about any more players or underage prospects. Get me a fucking elite gaffer. End of. We drink to that. We drink to that, guys. Facts. Minerals landed. This is what we're about. Crispy Zinger says, I drank too much champagne last night, celebrating avoiding relegation. Big up to you, my geezer. This is the narrative here. What Mickey Droid was saying here. This is the narrative. We're done with hearing about all this nonsense. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear about transfer targets. I don't want to hear about potential. I don't want to hear, oh, Pochettino, this. Pochettino's waiting for another offer he's been had. And I believe it's Spurs. And I think if Spurs land him the right offer, because Levy won't go in that dressing room, all right? If he's given some tools, he's taking that job because it's too difficult with our owners. He's too much of a headache. What's he going to land? What's he going to hang around with us for when he can go back there? Unfinished business. And the supporters want him. Harry Kane will stay. That might be a deciding factor for Levy to keep Harry Kane. Harry Kane loves Pochettino. Let's have it right. What are we bringing this Spurs DNA to our football club in the first place? Fuck me. This is it's just a joke, man. It's a joke. He's landing super stickers galore, bruv. He's landing it, bruv. Big up to you, my geezer. Big up to you. What are you saying in the comments, though? Write something in the comments, geez. Exactly, Jamal Jones. What happens when Pochettino... what happens when Pochettino rejects it, bruv? Funky General Trading, he's landing it. He says, where is Poch? It has gone quiet because he's finally discovered that they want another yes man. Let's have it right. I honestly believe it. I believe this is where we're going. Facts. Facts. So it is what it is, guys. This is the thing, Jinx, and you're all right. It's almost like a blessing in disguise that Pochettino rejects Chelsea. I just think, like, if it was going to be why is it taking so long as well? They give it all this bangers mash waffle that they want to make the right decision. They're taking careful consideration. There's no careful consideration because everyone's turning us down because no one will fit their profile. It's simple. It's so simple. Bowleg Barley, back off. Change your model. You can buy your little toddlers, yeah. You can go toddler FC all you like. But the elite gaffer, bring him in, bring him the proper pedigree, the actual attributes, the experience that he wants, the ready-made players, and you can integrate with youth. And they don't want to go that way. Listen, I'm done with repeating myself. I can't be bothered anymore. It's tiring, it's draining. It's all for you to work it out. You go and see it in the future, and don't come back to me. Literally, don't bother. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Exactly. Big up to Devitt. Poch is waiting for Spurs and we are waiting for him. Fucking clowns. What a joke, man. It's a joke, bruv. Honestly, it's a joke. We need people that know things to come out and actually say it for what it is, to force their hand and mud the owners even more. You know, Chelsea old boys landing it, bro. You know, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Chelsea says protest if Poch rejects us. Oh, you know, yeah. Yeah. It's not good enough. Everything's been sabotaged. We've got there's no direction. There's no clarity. There's no apologies. There's nothing to rectify all the mistakes. It's all up in the air. We're just being fed by all this journalism, this fabricated, all these narratives. It's just a joke, honestly. It's like you can't keep doing that because people just they give up. They don't give a shit. They won't listen to it. They won't buy in. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do until you actually do it and it's set in stone. You know, people will not believe or buy anything you say or do. No one believes in this project. I don't believe in this project. Project's a joke. It's a joke. And in fact, every elite gaffer doesn't believe in it. So that tells you everything you need to know. And there are elites in the game that are rejecting us. Yeah. And then you're getting good managers in the game with experience rejecting us. You have to question that. You have to ask yourselves, why is that happening? Well, it's clear. It's clear. It's those two stooges up top and all the suits and boots that all they give a shit about is making money. Yeah. So do the Glazers. Glazers never get involved in football. They don't think they know football. You know. Exactly. Chelsea always says, what protest when we have weak ass fans who support these owners we can't donut with 300, 400 people. Only there is a divide. And that's sad. It is sad. And they know it. And they bought a lot of the influential people in the game. They've bought them, supporters-wise. Big up to Steve. He says, if we get Poch, then there will be a load of spin and brown envelopes for sure. Poch doesn't have the minerals at this level. You're right. He hasn't got the minerals to take us to win and build a project. What project has he built? What project has he built and he's been a success and he's won? He hasn't. So why are we accepting that at Chelsea? We've got all the money in the world, right? We've got all the money in the world, and yet we're not giving it to a proper gaffer like Thomas Tuchel or Luis Enrique Or give it Jose Mourinho in this day and age, give him money to spend and build a team of how he wants to build. You're winning, bruv. There's no process, there's no time. You're winning. When you win the success, you gain success, you gain profitability. No, they want to make even more profit because they're greedy vampires. They want young talent to win a few things on the way and make massive profit margins on these young players because they're buying them for nothing. That's what they want to do. That's what they're doing. They're doing it now. They're starting in January. That's where it's kicking in. That's why they fobbed everyone off in the summer transfer, and everyone's bringing in Rafinha. Isn't it interesting? I thought he's a so-called Thomas Tuchel target. Yeah, we were told Tuchel wanted Rafinha. He wanted Dembele, not Rafinha. But now they're going in for Rafinha again because we were told it was a Thomas Tuchel target by them. No, it's their target, and they couldn't even get him. And now we're supposed to take the leftovers from Barcelona because they're in financial difficulties, and we're going to bring Rafinha. Don't give me all this stuff. Listen, they're a joke, man. These owners are a joke. Everyone's eating them up like kippers, honestly. It's a joke. People, man. Oh, it's unbelievable, mate. Honestly, unbelievable. But this is the world we live in. People are manipulated. People believe what they read. People, it's just sad, really. Sad. Sad. Very sad. So it is what it is. Right, so I honestly don't know what to believe anymore, mate. Yeah. Does everyone want Pochettino? I want people to put in the chat. I want you to put, do you honestly want Pochettino, yeah? Everyone wants Pochettino, yeah? It's true. The Badashile chant is bigging up Bowling. He's a fucking clown. All right? No one should be bigging up this guy, man. This guy should not be bigged up. I don't want Pochettino. And again, we're in a position where we're forced to back a gaffer again. We're forced, and our loyalty and our love for a club is abused. And I'm sick of this shit. Honestly, I'm sick of this shit. If he goes on a bad run, I'm landing it, bruv. I don't give a shit, man. I don't care. All right? I blame everyone upstairs. That's who I blame. Every single one of them upstairs. And all the yes men as well. All the yes men, all those little numpties that are on their paydays, yeah? All right? All the so-called directors ain't got a say, man. Literally, they're all Hannibal Lecters, bruv. Yeah? Vampires, they just want their payday. Right, this is the thing, the real milkman, yeah? No to Poch, says, but realistically, who is better than that? That hasn't said no. That's the point. Everyone else said no, so therefore it's the owners. Oh my god, man! This is where we are. Fucking clowns. Let's land it on them. Let's put them on a silver platter again because they're clowns, bruv, with all their little brown envelopes. Yeah, clowns. All of them. Joke, man. When do we ever get rejected as a football club? We have gaffers queuing up to take our position, man. Roman makes one inquiry, goes to one gaffer and says, I want you as my gaffer. He'll get him. All right. These guys, everyone's going, nah, we're running away. We don't want anything to do with you lot. You're a joke. You're a mess. Is what it is. We don't have a choice indefinite. That's my point. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice, guys. That is a big problem. That's a big problem. This is it, Tony Tiger. Best out of a bad bunch. Everyone's softened. All the support, the majority of supporters' mentality softened. Their acceptance of where we are now, they've allowed it, and therefore they don't believe that in the position we are with no Champions League that we can't get Luis Enrique when he's available and he wanted the Real Madrid game. And you're telling me he didn't want a job. He's telling them, fuck off, I'm not abiding to your terms. That's why he doesn't want a job, not because he doesn't want to come to Premier League and Chelsea. He does. But it's the owners that don't want to back down. Who are they? How arrogant are they? Who are you, man? Who do you think you are, Bowling Igbali? Like, seriously, who do you think you are? Who? Who are you? No one thinks anything of you. Or you think you're some sort of Don Corleone. You think you're a Don Roman. You walk around like in your leather jackets and your Air Force Ones and your slick hair and your glasses and you go around with your beer bottles and this and that. What do you want? Who you want? Oh, shit fucking game. Yeah. Oh, it's a result. It's a result. Oh, yeah, we're going to win 3. What is all this, man? Disrespecting us and our supporters and our club. You look like cowboys because you know what? Let's have it right. You are dressed as clowns. Cowboys dressed as clowns. Yeah? Let's have it right. That's what they are, mate. You know. This is it. This is the minerals landed. What a fantastic super minerals landed here. I'm not it's not rocket science. Only Jose or Enrique can get us back to where we belong. End of. There's nothing else to say. That's it. Facts. Minerals landed. Respect. Knowledge. That's it. It is what it is. And it's sad, guys. I don't want to see our club go this way. I want us to go in the right direction. We're not going in that direction. Clear as day, we're not. So we're going to have to just drink in all this garbage, you know, cider. We've gone from drinking Dead Man Fingers to cider, bruv. That's how bad it is. I'm not disrespecting cider. Well, yeah, I am really. Yeah, you know. These lot are on snake bites, you know, the ownership. They're on snake bites 24/7. Probably absinthe. They don't know what they're seeing. They don't know what they're doing. They're all over the gaff. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm going to leave it on that. I think that's an epic one. Every single one of you smashed a piece of the like button. Every single one of you smashed a piece of the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to Minerals FC. We'll do more shows this week. There's plenty to go through. I'm sure we're going to hear some sort of news somewhere along the line. But we have to keep pushing it. Keep going on Twitter Spaces. Keep landing your minerals on Twitter, on Instagram, on all your socials. Make sure you drop in all the other platforms and you land it in the comments there and make people see sense and rattle the wrong uns because they talk shit. All right. And we need to land it. I just remember when the journalists revealed that owners are scared of Johnny Minerals and fans like that. Yes, exactly. Exactly. They said they weren't bothered about results, right? They weren't even bothered about Potter. They didn't foresee guys like Minerals, like Johnny Minerals. That's what they're scared of. They're scared of the supporters turning on them, and they're already turning. So keep turning. Keep landing it. That's it. They can't handle that. It's their nightmare. They cannot handle it, guys. They cannot comprehend that. Everything they do when it comes to PR media is for one thing only, to appease the fans, to manipulate the supporters. Once you cannot manipulate supporters, they are in shit street. They don't know where to go. And right now, they're scared to go to games. They're scared to come to London because they know what's coming. Roman Abramovich chant, Bowley, you're a CUNT. Let's have it right. All this. You know what I mean? All this. So we have to keep doing it. We have to keep pushing and landing it because our voices are heard. And we might not have so many people in tonight, but this will be put out there. And every channel, every video on my channel is put out there for a reason. And it will be projected. It will continue to be projected across the timeline, across people, international. But we need the supporters who are here and have the ability to land it, and come against these owners. Yeah, I'm going to do more Twitter spaces as well. I said I'm going to do more. So if you're on Twitter, get on Twitter. I'm going to land it. We have to keep doing it. We have to bring people and wake people up to this nonsense, to their agenda on Chelsea. I believe they're part of the campaign against Chelsea. I genuinely believe that's what they are, these owners. I genuinely believe that's what they are. There's nothing to suggest that they're not. So big up to every single one of you. Respect to every single one of you supporting this channel and supporting the platform, watching tonight, and all of those that watch after. Smash the piece of the like button. Where Tom? Where's everyone seen Mason Mount talks have resumed? It's all bangers and mash waffle. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Honestly, I don't believe it. I haven't seen anything on Twitter, mate. So I don't know where everyone's seen this. There's nothing now. There's nothing now. Big up British Patriot. Big up to iTest. Big up to Sergeant. He says, Yo, Joe, apparently it's not the UK government to decide whether he can come back when the sanctions are over. He will be able to come back when the war is over. Force Bowley to sell the club. Listen, I hope so. Bring Roman back, bruv. Roman back. Roman back. Let's have it right. Do you know what? Even the Rickets, I protested against the Rickets. I took a banner into the ground and they made me put it down. They wouldn't let me put it up to go against the Rickets because Bruce Buck was pushing and brokering that deal for the Rickets, yeah. And we heard about the Rickets and what they are. And their background was disgraceful, yeah. All right. And I put a banner up. Mate, I even said about American owners, man. I've never wanted American owners. It's not against Americans. It's against that. They just want to franchise everything. They want to brand everything. They want to make money on everything. That's all they care about. They don't care about the sport. They are not from our culture. You know, they're just not. Roman loved football. Roman was a football man. All right. He actually loved the game. There's a difference there. Glazers don't love the game. FSG don't love the game. Conkies don't love the game. Do you know what I mean? Bowley and Barley don't love the game. They don't even understand the game. That is what it is. But big up to everyone in here. It's the mentality that's killing us. Mentality, ambition, and the focus is about money and profitability and building, making us a bigger brand. We're already a massive brand. We're already international, global brand. All right. Romans built us up that way and they've knocked us down, you know. And like I say, they're building on mud. They're building on mud. Doesn't go down too well. But guys, big up to every single one of you. Like Steve says, it's not rocket science. Only José Enrique can get us back to where we belong. That's it. We land it on that. We end it on those super minerals landed. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Make sure you follow on the Twitter, Instagram, TikToks, all that jazz. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the comments down below at the end of the show. I want all your comments. And you're right. Jamal's right. Everyone's in hiding. If Barley's in hiding, Bowley's in hiding. And we all know they're clowns, and that's it. That's all you need to know. They're clowns. And the longer people accept that and understand, we're all good. We're all good. Don't expect anything great from these guys. There's nothing to expect. I don't have any high hopes or optimism with these clowns in charge. End of. Yeah? End of. Big up to everyone anyway. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their bank holiday Monday in the UK. Big up to everyone on a Monday night. Big up to every single one of you. Like I say, like, subscribe, hit your notifications, put your comments down below. Respect every single one of you. And as always, up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Hold on a minute. I forgot to celebrate 21 years since Arsenal won the Premier League. All right? I want to big that one up. Yeah? Well done. What a trophy. Well done. What a trophy. Let's have it right. Yeah? I forgot. How could I forget? We see things they'll never see. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. We land it everywhere we go. Big up to every single one of you. Let's move. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Have it right. Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.